Change the stream title. More bosses. Name it Ender Minecraft. And done. Stream should be updated. And it looks like we're live. Are we live audio? We are indeed. So hello people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon here, back with more Minecraft server play. Andy might be able to join us later on, in which case we will be doing some of the Wilden stuff. In the meantime, though, there is still plenty for me to do. First things first, I need to check out up here. I was trying to think, what did I have these set aside for? I don't remember, but I know I had one crystal growing over here, so I should probably claim that. See, the one problem about this setup is that it's very hard to get access to my stuff. Okay, so what is this? It is Purity, Collection Rate, Horologium, Fornax. Okay. I can probably get growing another crystal here. I have started to set aside and at least the focuses, so Armara for future ritual crystals and collection crystals, since those are going to be used to enhance some of these rituals here. So first, I should probably just, at this point, convert. I only really need one crystal to create a bunch of extra celestials, so, you know, it is what it is. Move that there. I did change the color of my illumination wand. Sadly, I cannot use it up on my roof. I tried. It would have been nice to have a translucent white roof, but did not work. Unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. Okay. Make sure that converts into the little crystal. There we go. Alright. But yeah, like I said, Andy might be joining us later so that we can do the Wilden Chimera thing. In the meantime, though, I am going to work on consolidating some of these crystals down a little bit here. So we have 2 Pelotrio, 2 Amara, 2 Boots. I think this was so I could... Right, I was having an extra focus so that I could attune just a basic crystal so that I could do some special crafting to it. That's right. 2 Minerales. Why is there a space between the Minerales? I don't know. So, Pelotrio, Armara, Boots, Minerales. Evorcio 1. Also, are those all 2? 2, 2, 2, 2. So I guess let's see if I've got any more Evorcios here first. Let's see, there is one Evorcio. There is another Evorcio. And I'll just set that over there for now. Evorcio, Evorcio, Evorcio. Evorcio E. Okay, we actually have an Evorcio too, so I can trim down these 3. Get a independent Evorcio for here, and an independent Fornax as well for any potential crafting, and then I can trim these down and get another Evorcio 2 and a Fornax 2. I'm so happy I have endless repairs at this point as well. Evorcio 2. Oh, there's a Fornax 2 right there. Convenient. So let's go ahead and combine, and that'll be our other Evorcio 2. I do need to keep an eye on my trinkets as well here, since they do have durability, though I think that the constant mending aura I'm essentially giving off is keeping them mostly repaired, but I do need to keep a close eye, because I don't want to lose any of them. Those are some pretty good stuff, you know? And I might make more. I don't remember what more I wanted to make, though, so, you know, it depends on how well my memory works. If I've got any memory leaks here. Alright, so that is 2 Evorcio 2s. I guess Octans is next. Put the Fornax away. These were all the ones that I can break down because I'm not going to be using any of them, so... Octans. Octans, so that's Octans 2. That's 1 Octans 2. I don't even know what the Octans ritual does, though. Okay, so I can make 1 Octans 2. What does the Octans 2 ritual give? I do see that I'm a bit unstable as well, so that's annoying. The ritual is fishing. Okay. It's not really something I'll be doing a lot, but I mean, I kind of want one of every ritual setup, so you know. So that is 1 Octans 2. Easy enough to do. Very much easy enough to do. Octans, and go ahead and grab a little bit. Oh! Get in there and combine. I do not want you to just grow in size. That would be annoying. There we go. And do that. And do this. There we go. Hang on. Answer this text I got. Streaming. But I am having trouble too. There we go. Alright. Anywho, so that is 1 Octans 2 crystal. I can't make another Octans 2. Let's see. This is Fornax 2. So let's see if I can't make an additional Fornax here. Do I have more Fornax, or am I limited to a Fornax 1? I'm limited to Fornax 1 and Horologium 1. So let's break this one down, I guess. Fornax 1, good gracious, it's gonna just be a mess of split crystals. Fornax purity, that's always a good thing. Fornax, split you. There we go. Do I have my Magnon? I don't. These are just sort of floating to me, so I was kind of curious. Alright, so 2 Fornax 2s. We'll put the independent ones in here, because they will be useful later. So, and then break this Fornax down to just have Fornax, please. Come on. You can do it, Crystal. Just Fornax. Should probably break down the Horologium to be solo as well. There we go. Still have a lot of crystals to make. So Fornax, Fornax, Fornax. 1 Fornax there. Separates us. Equal it out. I'm pretty sure that's all the crystal things I'm going to mess with right now after I combine these two into a Fornax 2. And then I'm going to look through the cyclic guidebook to see what other little things I can do, because cyclic seems to be the next mod we're working with here, since Mana and Artifice seems to be a little bit too complex, and the magic system with it isn't exactly fast, unfortunately, and I don't want to step on toes with ours. Yeah, so that'll be what we're gonna do. So Fornax 2. Switch those around and put that away. There we go. Alright, so, oh, I do have a perk I have available from Astral Tome, I did remember looking. So, where was I going to go with this one? More luck, that's right. More luck indeed. And then there is Fortune 1 for consistent luck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more until I can get the Root Evorcia, which will definitely increase my experience gain rate. Okay, so that is done, so I guess now we start looking through Cyclic to see what more we can make. So accessory-wise, I'm pretty sure I got all of the accessories I really wanted to worry about. At least the ones that didn't require some... Yeah, the charms. I wanted to make the charms, but then they were just, like, kind of meh. Block-wise, so apple sprouts. So this is consistent apple growth. That is something I do want to look into. Battery is not necessary. Bounce plate could be for a fun prank. Casks store fluids, don't need it. Concentrated glowstone produces light and copies a block appearance containing the block projection. Interesting. I don't need soundproofing since I've got the mute thing. I don't need conveyor belts right now. Crates survive explosions. Good to know. Cursed spikes. Do damage. Okay, so they're like a, The cyan rose is nothing much. The dark connected glass allows light to not pass through. It's also witherproof, so this could be something if I want to create a wither farm or if I need more beacons. The diamond spikes attacks using a fake player to trigger loot tables. That's interesting. Hey, Velvet! Welcome to the stream. Hobby things. I am not doing much, just looking through the cyclic book here to see what I want to do next here while I'm waiting for Andy to maybe get on. But how have things been for you, Velvet? It has been a little while, I feel. Dry peat is for peat generator. Ender anchor. Oh, this is the teleportation. Hunger and experience. Not really my thing. Ender shelf stores 5 slots of enchanted books. That's not really that good, unfortunately. I've got the things. Not good. Oh no. Why is it not good, if you don't mind me asking? And welcome, Dante. Welcome. Hobby things. You're gonna stream your Spishtar rolls, but you're gonna just record it and put on YouTube. What changed your, mind about that? Out of curiosity. I plan on probably streaming my Spishtar rolls come Monday. Maybe with somebody else, but they might not have enough quartz. Ender trigger. Interesting. It's pretty much a block. Fans. A fireplace. That'd be nice for, like, themes. Flame spikes just burn enemies. Fluid hopper. I'm gonna move away from these, plague doctors because they're kind of annoying me. Just a little bit of annoyance, you know, from them. Just a little bit. My house. For now. Plague Doctor, you are not getting into my house. Stop trying. Fluid storage tank. I don't need. A ghost block. Redstone signal is not selectable or breakable, and all entities pass through. Completely invisible. That's actually kind of cool. Golden Hopper is 64 items. Iron Spikes is just damage. Item Shelf. Meh. A Laser Cell. Meh. Mason Stones are nothing special. Moon Phase Detector. Could be useful, but I don't really need it because I can kind of tell the phase of the moon just by looking at it. Phantom Blocks. Meh. Reactive Quantum Bedrock. Can be mined as normal. If it's ever given a redstone signal given to it, it becomes unbreakable from the block state. That's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Could again be useful for, pranks. Bounce plate launches enemies. A redstone clock, meh. Saturated peat, meh. Scaffolding, don't really need. A shearing station. Interesting. Don't need soundproofing. Only rains while water on the internal tank filled with a bucket or pipe. So, useful, but it consumes water source blocks. So, meh. Stable quantum bedrock. Tempered dark glass. Terra glass. Produces light and lights up cropsmen in the sun. Interesting. You're going for NP2 Spishtar. I'm probably just going to be going for NP1. Especially with, you know, Summer Comma being 2 years from now being better Space Spishtar, you know. Fair enough, Velvet. Fair enough. By the way, Velvet, are you going to be ending up getting the Pokemon games that are coming out in like a month's time, out of curiosity? Place Terra Preta below farmland to increase the speed at which crops grow. Interesting.
So is that if I order Pikmin and the Oculus cable now, we can pick it up within the next like 2 hours and 45 minutes at the bar?
Well, I'm going to be streaming, so you would have to pick it up anyway since you're the one that ordered it. I guess either Legends of Arceus or Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Either or. Trash Void, meh. And welcome, Andy. Welcome, Hobby Things. A water candle can be lit with flint and steel to increase the rate at which mobs spawn nearby. Interesting. A water candle. Okay. Hey, same here. Pre-ordered Diamond because Diamond is awesome. Definitely preferred Diamond and Pearl, or Diamond over Pearl. Though, you know, if there was a Platinum version, I would probably go with that because personally, you know, Giratina is the best of the 3 dragons. Wireless redstone, meh. Wooden hopper, meh. And a workbench. Keeps its inventory open close. Interesting, but not really needed. So nothing really in the blocks. Consumables. Now this is what I wanted to see. So bone apples. Grants jump boost, invisibility, weakness, and bad luck. Well, I mean, I guess I can't really say because who knows? Dialga and Palkia could get origin forms as well here, you know? And if they do, that'd be kind of awesome. Chocolate apple. Similar to Milkweenie, and it clears out potion effects. However, it only removes harmful ones like poison and not beneficial ones. Interesting. Chorus apple grants levitation, resistance, slow falling, and bad luck. Also needs chorus fruit. Corrupted chorus fruit. Eat this to phase through walls for a few seconds. Does not include flight. You will fall into the void without extra items or abilities, and you can get stuck inside of a wall. Grants the curse of no clip. That sounds hilarious. No clip apple, huh? Diamond apple. 60 seconds. Oh, you can make diamond. Ooh. I haven't pre-ordered Arceus yet either, just because I don't... Have they actually announced a release date for Legends of Arceus just yet? I don't recall if they have. Diamond carrots. On a horse to increase its max health. Interesting. Emerald apples include... Okay, I'm going to have to see about making some apple trees, I think. But, yeah, I can do that here. Ritual tablet. What kind of ritual tablet do you need me to make? Just the ritual tablet for the one thing? For the, Summon Wilden one? Wobbuffet? Ugh. Ugh. Okay, that was nasty. Ugh. I hate it when you have a burp and a little bit of vomit comes out. It's always so... Ugh. Does it matter, which one I make? Because I know there's a few different recipes for it. I've got 3. I do have 3. I have multiple, but, you know. Where is it? Summon Wilden. I don't have Vexing Archwood. I might have to go to your base and swipe some. Stupid Enderman, stop! Oh, I'm getting ticked off at these Endermen griefing my base. Moving my carefully placed dirt blocks to random positions. Curse these Endermen! Where did this dirt block come from? Great, now I'm not going to know where this dirt block came from, and it's going to... No. Oh, they're just placing blocks randomly. Oh, I'm going to go on a crusade against the Endermen at this rate. I will destroy all of the Endermen at this rate. For they are griefing me hard. Anyways, to your base then. Wobbuffet. To try and get some Vexing Archwood. But, Legends of Arceus, it's looking pretty good from the previews that I've been seeing for it. I'm probably gonna go Cyndaquil as a starter, you know, just because I've always been the fire type. I've always been a fire type starter man. So, you know, why change things? Although, you know, Rowlet is a pretty cool starter as well. Hang on. What's up? Hello? 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 Yes, I can hear you. No. Bye. I mean, the main reason I'm also going to go with Cynical is supposedly there's rumors of some different forms for... I wish there was a way to search. You know, I'm going to just... At this rate, I'm just going to go and try and find some more Vexing Archwood. But there's rumors that the 3 starters will have different final forms, you know, and, you know, I kind of want to see what Syndicals would be. I kind of would like to see what Syndicals will be, you know? Could be interesting. I also kind of want to see what, what is it? It's the Hishoan region, I think, is the name. Something like that. I want to see what the Growlith's Arcanine form is going to be as well. Because that could be interesting. That could very well be interesting. Is that the right one? I don't know. Ow. Cascading. Vexing. Yes, it is indeed. Awesome. I'm just going to leave this floating tree here because that's how physics works. Alright. So, the tablet then. The tablet must call upon the power of the tablet of the Wilden summoning. There we go. And I'll just make another one. And where was it? I can just press R here. That's right. There you go. So I have 2 tablets of Summon Wilden. And I will have enough so we can do the ritual twice here. Excellent. Alright. So, I guess while I'm waiting for you to get on then, Wobbuffet, I'm going to keep looking through the Cyclic Guidebook. Actually, first, I need to work on getting some apple stuff. So, apple sprout. And there's diamond and emerald. I do want to make both of those eventually. So, for now, let's see. I need apples. 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 Trees, I'm going to go deforesting now. Deforesting I shall go, deforesting I shall go. Hi-ho the chariot, deforesting I shall go. I'm not going to cut down the big trees, though, because those are a pain. I might be able to individually make... I might be able to update the mods separate from the mod pack. I'm not sure on that. It's something I will have to look into, Wobbuffet. Grab the ritual table and find a safe spot. I could probably do that. I want to try and get these apple sprouts here first, though, because that is going to be something incredibly useful for me, and something I could potentially, you know, sell on the server when I maybe eventually open it up to everybody on the Discord server. I just kind of... I was lazy this past weekend, and I did not, mainly because it was my birthday on Monday, so I didn't really spend last weekend being very productive, I guess is probably the best word for it. And I didn't work on making my own mod pack, integrating the various mods of the Direwolf20 pack, so that's something I should definitely, maybe, probably do this weekend, though. Definitely, maybe, probably do that this weekend. And if I do it, then I can see about getting it continuously updated and everything, and it'll be much simpler than having to manually go in and remove mods and all that lovely stuff. It's just a shame, you know, that Minecraft isn't cross... what is the word? Cross-console compatible, I guess, would be the best way, so that people that don't have the PC version could play. I am going to need a single sapling. I'll keep the sticks, just because you never know when you might need them. Alright, and apple sprouts. Good. Do I have some... I need to find a proper orchard. I need to make a proper orchard eventually. Definitely need to see about making a proper orchard. Somebody broke open my fences here. I wonder who. Probably J6, but, you know, I'm not gonna fault him or anything. Okay, there is no torque for growth thing. Alright, so I guess for now we store the stuff here. We'll go to your base, swipe that ritual brazier off of it. Because I am much faster than you, so you can't stop me. And I've got a relatively decent location that we could do this. Back to my astral base. And it's so finicky. Stargate away. Back to over here. And over here should be fine. It's a deserted village that I totally didn't fail to save from a pillager raid or anything. Totally didn't fail in saving this place from a pillager raid. Ooh. My neck pops so nice. Well, while I'm waiting for you, I'm going to keep looking through the various consumables. So, empty heart container. When consumed, permanently removes one heart from the player, but grants a hefty dose of experience for your loss. Be careful, you can reduce your hearts permanently to just one if you keep eating this. That sounds dangerous, but could be useful. Ender apples. Eat will show the names of a few nearby structures in horizontal line distance to your... Okay. That's interesting. No, okay, if you want me to. So, it was doing that. And then what? Do I have to write... I have to drop this... And then right click. It's consolidating a lot of sparkly magical energy. He's like a werewolf. Oh, he's regenning. I'm guessing he's changing forms. He's a spiky boy. I don't think I was supposed to come down here. He has armor piercing, doesn't he? He totally can pierce my armor. Yep, he has armor piercing, doesn't he? So that form is dangerous as hell. Shoot. Armor piercing be dangerous, yo. Holy cow. This chimera be dangerous with that armor pierce. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting to regen a little bit because armor pierce is dangerous as hell. You've been practicing your art. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Why am I not... I'm, like, not even hitting for some reason some of these times. I want to take this one on solo, man. Even if that means cheesing. Alright, what's the final form gonna be? Oh, he's got wings! He believes he can fly. He believes he can touch the sky. He's shooting me with spikes every single way. Okay, so yeah, that spike... So those spikes are definitely the dangerous. Oh, he summons more Wildens as well. Can you die, Defender? I hate that the hitboxes on these things is so weird sometimes. You'll have to send it again because the TP8 request expired. I need to heal. Well, this guy is tough. Not gonna lie, this guy is pretty tough. Oh, you're working on digital art. Very nice, Velvet. Very nice. I might have to commission something from you, you know? I might just commission something from you. With regards to Fate-related stuff. Drop the cobble, drop the andesite, drop the bauxite. I'll keep the dirt. Drop the diorite, and drop the tin. Alright, Chimera. I am out of food. That is not good. Oh, hang on. Go back home because my blade can be improved. Hang on. There we go. Better weapon. And put that away, and now slash back. Why do you have such a weird hitbox, Chimera? There we go. That was tough. That was actually a pretty darn tough fight. And Wobbuffet, you did die, by the way. Your grave is right in front of me. Made spooky for your friends on the Deer server. Nice. Very, very nice. Practice makes perfect, after all. It is awesome to hear that you are growing as an artiste. Soon enough, you will be requested by people worldwide wanting your artwork, wanting you to commission you for artwork for them. Yes, I do so predict that will happen. I do so predict it. I need to make more food because I'm hungry. Good gracious. Thankfully, I've got a somewhat okay wheat farm here. Plenty of wheat. You don't ask for discounts, Wobbuffet. That's kind of mean. I was also, you know, I was subtly not... I wasn't joking, but she's probably not charging for her art just yet, man. I was just saying that eventually I will probably commission her to to draw something if she's up for it. Eventually. Not right now, but eventually, because right now I honestly have no idea what I would commission artwork of. Shader grab bag. Shader for sponsor. Interesting. Still not really sure what the shaders are used for, but... Alright. So, if you wanted to fight one of the chimeras yourself, then. Why did I go to your base? I wanted to go to my astral base. You'll have to give me a minute, man. I've gotta... Whee! Consume, nom nom nom. What is shooting fire at me? Hang on, I just heard fire. Where is this fire coming from? Also, why did that husk have a hat? An archaeologist hat. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, I'm hearing fire, but I'm not seeing the source of it. I'll take your TP. Yeah, I know. Just, it's a eventual thing, maybe, if you're up for it. But that's the future, you know? It is awesome to hear that you are growing as an artiste, though. It is always a good thing. Alright, so then... feed the spike, feed the horn, feed the wing. The ritual is ready for you to go, Wobbuffet. Why did I didn't put on the hat. Thank you, game. Still, you're probably a 20,000 times better artist than I am. I think I can successfully draw a hand. Maybe. That is the extent of my artistic prowess. The ritual altar is behind you and all prepped, Wobbuffet. Well, I don't think this will go out, so you could always come back when it's not lagging, you know, and do it. But it does have everything in it. You just need to right-click to activate. And we will see... Oh, you already did right-click. You can do it, Wobbuffet. I believe in you. Why is it attacking me? Okay, Wobbuffet, it's aggroed on me. You can get it. Do it. Hands are still your bane. I mean, ow! Why did you do that to me, Wobbuffet? Why did you bring it down? Why did you do that? Why would you launch me down to the Chimera? Ow! Did the Chimera... No, the Chimera pulled me down. Okay, that's kind of scary to think about. He's down here. I really need to get some range capabilities. Nope. Nope. Water! Water bad! Water bad! Home! Okay. I'm safe! Ha 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 ha. Good gracious. That Chimera is actually a tough freaking boss. Oh no. Good Wilden Chimera. What? Die, stupid stalker. I think it's aggroed onto me, so you can probably come and get your stuff back, Wobbuffet. I do have a Wilden Tribute if you need to upgrade your spellbook first, and you want to give it a try after that. At least he doesn't seem to be healing, you know? Did I just shift? Did he move me? I think he moved me. Oh, you're what's shooting fire, you blitz. Yes, this is chaos, indeed. Sadly, I do not have the emeralds of chaos, and then could edgily say, chaos, control, and then stop time. That'd be nice, though. Gravity. Did you smack me with a spell that caused gravity or something, Wobbuffet? Hey, you're doing decent damage to it. I'm gonna retreat and hide a little bit because those spikes hurt. You might want to hide, Wobbuffet. He's about to spike bomb you. Or not. Is this... This is a different form. This is different. He's a Miney Wilden now. Okay, so he has different forms, it seems. Thankfully, I have the power of Grappling Hook. Nope. I said Grappling Hook. Nope. Come on. Grappling Hook, don't fail me now. I've got gravity. Oh, that's why I'm not flying up there. Oh, shorts. Grappling Hook does not stand up to the power of gravity. Whew. Grappling Hook. Good gracious. The Wilden Chimera is a freaking awesome boss in concept. And yes, Chaos Blast could be a thing I do as well. And Shadow the Hedgehog games were so... That Shadow the Hedgehog game was so freaking fun. Even if the ending was a little bit, you know, weird, especially for a Sonic game, I still enjoyed it. Sonic Adventure Battle 2 is definitely the favorite, though. Why does that look so foggy over there? Ow. Okay, it's just a skelly. Die, skeleton. Oh, hi, big zombie. Bye, big zombie. Thank you for your mark that I do not need, because I'm not going to be going into that mod anymore. It's too complicated for me. Far, far too complicated. But yeah, Sonic Adventure Battle 2 was definitely the best of the Sonic games. Because the Chow Garden was legit. I still remember being traumatized when one of my chows evolved into an egg. And then it sort of just died. I remember that traumatizing time. Because I didn't know what the heck happened. Why it had died. And it traumatized me. Because, you know, that's what happens when you're like a 10 or 12-year-old kid. I don't remember how old I was. And you spend all this time raising your chow, and then it just sort of goes into the egg, and you're thinking, oh man, is it going to go to another form? Wait, no, where'd it go? Why don't I have a chow anymore? Ah, trauma. I should probably light this area up so I stop getting skelly fragged. And creeper attacked. So, Illumination Wand! Yo, the power of my magic. Make it bright like a diamond. There we go. That looks a lot better already. I can certainly try. Hang on. If I didn't just crash. I may or may not have just crashed. Or the server Okay. Hang on. Did the server just go down? I think the server might have just went down. Control panel. Yeah, the server went down. Let's see. Server is localized in Virginia. What does the weather look like in Virginia right now? It will still exist, but, so, Ashburn. Ashburn, Virginia. What is the weather currently like right now there? It's sunny at the moment in Virginia. So why the heck did the server crash? Start the server back up. Started successfully. What does the console say? Alright, let's see. Good lord, that's a bunch of red errors. It says you moved wrongly. Ticking entity. So we got a yellow error stating that you moved wrongly. Okay. I'm seeing the Chimera. I'm seeing Chimera mentioned in this crash thing. Immerse. There's just a lot of errors. I'm gonna have to open up the crash report separately, I think. File access. Yeah, it went down swinging. It did indeed go down swinging. So, 10:15 crash report. So, ticking entity at howlingworth.arsnova.common.entity.gold.chimera ram goal. So a ticking entity. So it was... I think the Chimera might have ran into something that it shouldn't have. Based on this crash report, I think the Chimera might have ran into a block or an entity that caused a crash. Just based off the crash report I just read. I don't know how to read crash reports that well, but I guess this just means that in the future... If we plan on summoning a Chimera, we're going to need to put it in a contained area, which is possible. It is certainly possible. However, the issue is that Chimera could cause issues. So, I think that means that I'm going to need to play God here to get rid of it, unfortunately. Because if the Chimera causes a crash like that, it's liable to do a similar thing. So as soon as the server is up, I'm going to have to go God mode, and I'm going to have to deal with the issue. Strongest boss in that it crashed the server for now? Yes. Yeah. You say server's still starting. Okay. Still starting. Yes, you're still starting, server. It's not actually an old or vanilla server. There we go. Oh no, it's probably going to break through Obsidian, but there is material that is witherproof, so that is probably what we'll have to plop it in. Okay. Give me a minute to kill this thing in God mode and then join in. Because I'm pretty sure it was aggroed onto me. The thing is, though, is this might be a continuous crash loop. If it did run into an entity or block that it was not supposed to, then there is a chance that this could be a continuous crash loop and I might have to restore from a backup, which would be a little bit of a pain. So we'll find out here. Okay. I am God. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to see if I can't capture this. If I can capture it, move it somewhere safely, that will be ideal. Monster Ball. Go. Alright. The Chimera has been captured successfully. So now, I need a... So, I'm actually... So it was by your graves. I'm wondering if it might have tried to collide with and break your graves. That might be what happened. Might have attempted to collide with your graves, causing it to glitch out. That's the only thing I can think of, because it was otherwise just sort of in the middle of this pit, you know. Not really anywhere dangerous, but... So I am going to move this Chimera to a bit of a safer location here. Away from a ravine, let's say. Let's go away from a ravine, over a little bit. That's kind of cool that this meteor caused glass on impact, but, alright. I will unseal the Chimera over here. I'm gonna have to be fast. Alright. So the Chimera has been safely moved. Boba Fett. You can go ahead and log on. Your grave should be secure at this point. The Chimera doesn't seem to be causing any crashes right now. But it's also not aggroed on anything. Part of me wants to experiment to see if it does just, like, crash if it tries to hit a gravestone, but that's not a good experiment to try and run, to be honest, here. That is not a good experiment to try and run. I'm just making sure I got everything that I had. Okay. Very glad I decided to re-up myself as well, because these kinds of things require divine solutions, and that is what I am. I am divine right now. For nothing can touch me. At least, as long as that one mod isn't in here. God, what is the name? I don't even know the name of it, but there's some sort of blade that can do damage to creative entities. I'm gonna see. So a bunch of creative blocks, creative bins. It's like a sword or something. It doesn't look like it. So it looks like, in this way, nothing can harm me. I am truly a god in this form. Nothing can harm a god on this server. Just check what all the creative stuff is. Nothing much, actually. Kind of disappointing. Oh, your Minecraft crashed completely. Okay, I don't think it will despawn here. But if it does, then, you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go back over here, and I'm going to undivine myself. Wait a second. Hang on. Oh, don't tell me it reset the teams thing. There are actually deer now that the Twilight Forest is in proper. So I could indeed have a deer. But, you know, I don't want to risk angering the deers. Shorts! So the team functionality. So anytime the server goes down, the full team things crash and need reset. Damn it. It's still live. Well, it's still live so you can try and fight it, but now... Oh god, what was it? I don't remember the command. Gosh darn it, I don't remember the team's command. /allies. Gosh, I don't recall. Do you want me to just go and finish off the Chimera? I can try while I try to remember what the various team commands were. Because we are all going to need to reset teams because of a crash. Which is annoying, so that means that I might have to, if I do make this my own independent, I might need to change that or date the version it is. But yeah, I can give you the drops. Whatever they end up being. Shoot, he has like armor pierce. Oh, shoot. Spike boy form. Holy cow, he's got an aggro range. I gotta retreat. Because I need food. I think it's time to go to an apple diet here. So I need bone meal. Actually, I've got cake. Wait, this cake doesn't... That cake does not do hunger. Lovely. Put the archaeologist block and the dirt away. Put that and that. I do have the Wilden tribute from the first one that I can hand over, but this other Chimera is just going to be a pain until it's dealt with, so... Okay. And then apple sprout, 1 and 2. So each apple sprout gives a singular apple. No, that one gave me more than one. Okay. So it was the apple. I mean, the End Dragon could drop you off into the void, which would screw you over forever, so... I only got a single item drop from him, so I don't know. Chocolate apple is a honey apple, which is a honey block. So I need honey in order to make any of these super apples. Well, shoot. I do not have access to bees. I'm going to have to try and find some bees, I guess. Holy cow, that thing does a number on your armor, man. A massive, massive number. I need to repair my equipment before I attempt to take him on again. I mean, again, I think the Chimera crashed the game because it tried to destroy your grave. I mean, he did drop an epic shader grab bag, I suppose. But I don't know if that's what you were talking about, because I should actually go. I can't use your farm right now. Thank you for the birthday presents. But I can't go to your farm at the moment just because the teams thing has been completely reset. So yeah, we can't actually do anything on each other's land right now. And I don't remember the commands to ally or disband. So no. Gosh, what was it? I need to write these commands down. No, not team leave. Maybe? There are no teams. That's expected. It starts with an F. Okay. FTB teams. There we go. Thank you, Alpha. Thank you. Party... leave. FTB teams party create. Okay. FTB teams party allies add Andy underscore pop add J6 Hydra. Okay. So you guys have been allied once more. You're back. You should be able to retrieve your equipment. Are you saying I get free food from your shop right now, Wobba Fett? Oh boy, oh boy. I should actually probably sleep through the night first. Because, yeah, this Chimera is kicking ass and taking names. Let's see. What do you got? Cheese? No. Carrots are a definite maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go carrots. This should be enough to get me through. So let me top up my food. Shorts. Oh boy. Sucker's tough as nails. But I can hold my blade again. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright. So the netherite part is done. So it's the hilt now. Now I might end up changing my hilt eventually. For now, though, bone be where it at. Yeah, I know cheesing it might be the better option, but this is all I've got. I don't think range would even work at this point against this dude. Because he is just a monster, man. He's a monster. He's a monstrous, monstrous beast. That is where my dirt has been coming from. These stupid Endermen are destroying my wall. I hate Endermen. Oh, Enderman, Enderman, Enderman. I'm gonna go on a crusade against the Enderman at this rate. I seriously am considering a crusade against the Enderman. I've almost got him. If he just, you know, had a hitbox that could actually be smacked. There we go. Yeah, see? Only 2 items. TP to me so you can come and get him. Oof. Good gracious, that thing hits like a freaking truck. How are my trinkets doing, actually? Speed charm is good. They're good. The bracers of the Titans are getting a little low, though. Might have to set those to repair. Yep, just TP to me, and you can come and get your loot. Or walk, it's up to you. Good gracious, we've traveled far from where I dropped that sucker off. I need to find another dungeon as well. To get another gourmet enchantment. There you go, Wobbuffet. The Wilden's stuff is yours. Dun 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 dun. Woo! The hardest boss yet hath been vanquished. Huzzah, 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 praise be, praise be. Whew. I want to check something. So the hollow sphere, where are you? So, a lot of the stuff, I don't have the right stuff. So, show me materials. I don't like how it goes off the screen. Actually, I might be able to fix that. Options. It's video settings. GUI scale 1. It's going to be annoying for a minute here, but... Okay. Interesting. That's a little too small, though. Is there, like, seriously no in-between between 2 and 1? Seriously? That's kind of annoying. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna... So, good gracious, there is a bunch of stuff. I don't know what this is, though. I think that is the wrap, maybe? Stick end rods. Reverb. Using this item angers nearby Enderman, and nearby Ender teleportation has a chance to also teleport the wielder. Turtle shell, so shulker shell. Wool, leather, dragon sinew. I'm gonna see if I can't. Actually, I know what I could use Dragon Sinew for eventually. For now, though. Okay. So... Again, I cannot read any of this stuff here, which greatly annoys me. I don't want to worry about Endrod, though. So I guess Bone probably... Insulated plate. No, that's too much. See, I guess Bone... This sword is probably the best it's gonna be. Let's return our GUI scale back to 2. Good gracious, that is too small. So, sword is pretty much as good as it's gonna get outside of a fuller, which I don't really think I need to worry about. Iron loop. Reach of the sword, meh. Yeah, I got an emerald. I've got many emerald blocks. I'm probably the most resource-rich person on the server, to be honest. Because I have digital miner. You might want to re-establish the team, by the way, Andy, because right now I can't do anything on your territory. Yeah. I am currently incapable of doing anything on your turf. Whee! Back home. Okay. Yeah, let me really quickly, I'm just checking my farm, because I am going to need more food stuffs here soon. I think I'll repair all my stuff, and then probably venture into twilight time. Oof. Ooh, my neck just popped it real nice. Real nice. It doesn't look that different. TBH. Your book does not look all too different. Unless you haven't crafted it yet, in which case, you know, understandable, I suppose. But yeah, definitely need to repair these bracelets and everything. While you're doing that, I'm going to read my book. Ender Carrots. Give your horse some magic shields. These trigger when the mount... Okay, that's actually interesting. Experience Confection, I've already looked into. Balanced Way to gives you a few stackable minutes of creative flight each time it's used. Interesting. Very interesting. Heart Container. Once consumed, grants the player 1 permanent extra heart. Oh, that's expensive, but potentially really good. Honey Apple. Iron Anvil. Lower levels of health boost and resistance. Lapis is swim speed, conduit, larvae, night vision. Lapis Carrot changes the coat of a horse. Monster Ball lets you capture creatures. Prismarine Apple gives haste, glowing, and water breathing. Redstone Carrot to increase the top speed of a horse. Interesting. Toxic Carrot turns a horse into a zombie. So I'm going to be definitely going for some of these apples. Enchantments can all be applied normally through... So yeah, these are just the various enchantments. Auto Smelt. Protection against bees. Beheading. Block Reach. Disarming. Ender throws an Ender Pearl with your sword consuming durability. Interesting. Excavate is glitched. Experience boost glitched. Gloom, chance negative when to the enemy when hit. Growth grows nearby crops. Leech life can only be applied to swords. Magnet we've experienced. Multi-jump, meh. Multi-shot, glitched. Quick shot increases quick Draw from crossbow. Step height lets you step full blocks. Traveler, protection against exploration hazards. Interesting. And venom inflicts poison status with your sword. Did you craft your book, Boba Fett? Hath thine book been crafted? Or do you have to do more? Give me a moment. I have a single blaze powder. Is that going to be enough? Or do you need more? Okay, so gear-wise, Crystallized Obsidian, very strong. Much stronger than Netherite. It's fine. I've already got my stuff. Emerald gear is stronger than Diamond. Interesting. Nether gear is stronger than stone. It's just nether bricks. Sandstone is better than stone, or slightly below stone, but better than wood. Vision helmet enables glowing night vision when worn. You can also turn it on and off by right-clicking. Interesting. Not really needed, but interesting. Block breaker can break blocks placed in direction like a player would. Do not have internal storage. The broken block will drop itself. Block placer places. Block rotator rotates. Cables. Crafting modules. Set the recipe and this will auto-craft as many as it can. Input slots. Okay. Disenchanter, we already know. Entity detector detects entities and emits a redstone signal. Experience pylon collects nearby experience. And I can pump the liquid experience in and out. That's actually pretty good to know. A fan pushes mobs, entities, and players. Fishing net automatically catches. Fluid collector collects fluid from the area in front of it and below it, replacing and collected with the blocks from internal buffer. Fluid placer does the same. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Forester will attempt to plant saplings in the area in front of it and harvest them when they grow into trees. I don't really need to at the moment. Also, I don't think I can because the server crashed, so the teams have been undone. So you're going to need to redo the team stuff if you want anybody to interact with stuff on your territory. Harvester gently harvests crops in front of it. Item collector picks up nearby items. Item detector grants a redstone signal on nearby items. Item user uses items. Magma anvil repairs with liquid anvil. Probably the allay myself as well. Melting chamber, we've got one. A miner mines a configurable area. Peat farm takes water and dry peat. Inputs automatically 1515 peat bog. Oh, nice. Peat generator burns peat to generate energy. A Pharaoh's beacon takes power and potions as input and automatically applies to the selected radius. That's pretty interesting. Powered anvil, precise dropper, shape builder, shape computer. Solidification we've already got. Text projector. Projects text. Uncrafting grinder. This will look up and reverse any vanilla 2x2 or 3x3 recipe. And the void anvil deletes enchantments by wiping out enchantments NBT tag. Interesting. Okay, I will go and see. I'm going home. Oh yeah, I can go and kill some blazes with you. Give me just a moment here to repair my stuff. Ah, okay, so yeah, you kind of messed it up. I'm not gonna lie, J6. You kind of screwed it because what it is, J6, is you need to, anytime you want to use the Disenchanter, and I'm pretty sure I told this, but you probably just don't remember, you need to swap around where the melting chamber is going to output. So right now, it's outputting to the solidification chamber. So you need to right-click there, and then right-click. You need to right-click this one. Come on. You need to right-click it so that it pulls from there. Just right-clicking. And you have to make sure you turn it off from putting it in one place. So right now, it's all in there, and it should... Okay, it's not in there yet, because I don't think I've got it set to export down there, but that is an easy enough fix. Or not. I gotta break some things that are in the way. I do recall saying stuff along these lines. Okay, break the powered anvil. Okay, so it does have the exporting. So it should export into the Disenchanter. Why are you not exporting into my Disenchanter here? Is it too close? Does it need to be a single block further away? I need to figure this out first, Wobbuffet, and then I will do that. So, cable. It needs to be one further away. That's going to be annoying, because I thought I had a good setup going. Okay, so why are you not accepting? It's just not accepting for some reason. There we go. Okay, that was a weird glitchiness. I will have it as default set to export to the Disenchanter, I suppose. Does that make you feel better? Also, Frank is getting a little bit in the way, not gonna lie. Frank is getting in my way a little bit. And how did you die, Wobbuffet? How did you fall from a high place, rather? What did you fall down? I have not made a... Oh, hang on. Requires redstone. That might be what it was. Is this set to... Always on. There we go. So that might have been the issue. It might have not always been on. Okay. There we go. Good lord. I must have an army of freaking plague doctors. I am seriously getting close to just wiping them out, because they are encroaching upon my place of residence at this point. Spell isn't working. Oh no. What kind of spell are you trying to cast that it's not working? Wish I didn't have to scroll for this. Is that not on? There we go. And then put my armor. I'm so happy I managed to get this powered diamond anvil. It makes life so much better. Blink. Wait, you need a spell to be able to blink, Wobbuffet? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What kind of trauma has been inflicted on you that you cannot blink without a magical spell? Where are you? Are you just more hulking zombies? Yeah, these guys are just the hulking zombies. They're not bothering anybody. so if memory serves... Yeah, the fortresses... Yep, I'm... Oh, wait, I should... This is probably easier. I completely forget about this kind of stuff sometimes. Sometimes I completely forget about TPA. You hate math? Gasp, how can one person hate math? Math is, like, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna break the skeleton spawner because we don't need it. So I got the wither skeleton one. I mean, sure, when math has more letters than numbers, it's not really math anymore, but... I totally do not have your sword, man. I legitimately do not have your sword. I gave it back to you. 100% legit. This is my netherite blade that I've been honing for ages at this point. So I honestly do not know what happened. It might be in a chest somewhere. That's all I can really think. But yeah, I don't know what happened to your netherite sword, man. It was netherite, right? Your mom forced you to memorize the multiplication tables when you were younger. Ouch. That does seem to be a little bit on the extreme side. Definitely a little bit on the extreme side. I mean, I remember getting sent to my room a lot when I was younger and forced to do stuff, but they couldn't ever really lock me in my room because my room, growing up, I didn't have a door on my bedroom. Yeah, there was no door on my bedroom growing up. So yeah. Well, if your sword really is truly lost for forever, then I can become a god and possibly remake the sword for you, if necessary. Ooh. Yeah, that definitely seems a fair bit extreme. No, it doesn't seem. That is definitely extremely asking a lot. So yeah, you are more than justified. You are more than justified for your dislike of math. That is indeed some trauma. Did you never memorize it for spite purposes, or... You gave up? Fair. How many blaze rods do you need, Wobbuffet? Because I've got 10 right now. Is that going to be enough for you, or do you need a little bit more? Yeah, this is probably enough for him. Home. I am home. I am home. Put that away. Put that away. And to Wobbuffet we shall go. To Wobbuffet we shall go. Hi-ho the chariot. To Wobbuffet we shall go. I'm actually going to see real quick if there is any efficient way. So right now it's a 2. Is there any way to make more than 2? I can Starlight Infuse to make 4, but I don't really have much spare liquid Starlight, so I'm sure you'll be able to make do with a dozen rods, so that's 24 powder. While you're looking through that. So that was all the machines. Miscellaneous items is biomass. Biomass. Block data to read and remember its block state. Weird. Carbon paper can be used to copy the contents of one sign to another. That's pretty cool. Crystallized amber and obsidian we already know. Liquid experience. Filter data. Filter with items to adjust. Machine or cables that are filtered. GPS. Save position. Liquid honey. Fluid magma. Peat, which is a fuel. Enriched peat settings and share and slime, so nothing much there. Potions, there's potions of haste, swim speed, and paralysis potions are a part of cyclic. Interesting. And then just the various tools. Handheld crafting table. Interesting. Antimatter evaporator. Left click to cycle between water, lava, and generic fluid models. Right click to clear a 9x9. You can completely evaporate liquids. That's kind of cool. Mix up the blocks in a nearby area to help you vary the texture of your wall or pathway. Block rotator rotates. A boomerang. Brush scythe harvests weeds and flowers. A building scepter, powerful tool that comes in 3 forms. For each, left-clicking on any block will change the size of the area, blah, blah, blah. A cave finder searches for empty spots. A normal crafting stick does not reverse inventory. Dusk flame hex. Launch 3 projectiles that burn and damage entities, does not set fire to the world. An ender pearl that can be thrown and picked up and thrown again. Ender orb translocator. An enhanced ender pearl that also carries the user when thrown. An ender sack provides portable ender chest. Interesting. Something to maybe make. Ender scepter, when held in charge, can be used to teleport large distances the way you're looking. Consumes ender pearls. Ender wing. Warps you to the spawn at the cost of durability. Prime ender wing. Warps back home at the cost of durability if you have active spawn anchor in the nether and you're currently, so respawn thing. Engraved thunder. Launch projectile that will spawn natural lightning bolt. I can make lightning myself, apparently. Summons a beam of evoker fangs. Flint shears break more quickly than regular shears. Frostbringer, 3 frozen projectiles. A garden scythe. Same as the harvester block. Inverted stirrups. A mattock combines the mining capabilities of pickaxe and a shovel in a 3x3 pattern. Netherite mattock is a 5x3. Obsidian shears, a remote lever. Rod of elevation, teleportation. You made the rod of elevation. What happened to your mana? I'm not sure. Hang on. Right click on any machine or container with the cycle of holding, pick it up. Interesting. Scepter for ice infusion. Turns nearby water blocks to ice. Turns nearby flowing water. Forage growing resources based on data. Sleeping mat. Solid underride. Let me finish going through this. Spawn seeker. Stirrups, an NNT. Storage bag. Portable inventory. Torch launcher. Wrench I've already got. And tree scythe. Harvest all nearby leaves on use. Okay. So what's wrong with your mana? So what exactly is wrong, Wobbuffet? You have 5% mana or only 5 mana overall? Stop stealing my blocks, you frickin' Enderman bastards. Where did you steal this block from, Enderman? Where? Which wall did you swipe this block of grass from? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did this block of grass come? I don't see where they swiped this block of grass from, so I'm just going to place it here for now. Hang on, Wobbuffet. I'm coming. Throw me your book and I can... Maybe it's just something with the book itself? So let me see your book here real quick. Yeah, I'm having some internet issues right now, so that's not terribly surprising. Let's not toss your book in the room with the lava, I'm gonna say. But let me see your book real quick. So your mana is not regen. Try unequipping your armor and then re-equipping it. Maybe it's something to do with that. Because I know your armor does something for your mana, doesn't it? Okay, so this is the mana that's messed up. It's not your personal mana source. It's this jar. Is that what you're saying? Okay, break the jar and then replace it down, maybe? Or maybe this itself is broken somehow? This is how you generate your mana, so maybe the volcanic source link broke somehow, some way. I suppose. Yes, the server did crash at one point, so that might be an issue as well. Server crashing does do things. And I have to... And you're mentioning the Slime Isekai. I'm probably going to end up playing the Slime Isekai gacha game when it does come out. It's just seeming too intriguing not to give it a shot, you know. I don't know, maybe it needs time to fill up? Maybe the portal is taking more than you think. Maybe try breaking the portal and see if that will change things. Maybe the portal is eating up more after the most recent update. It's a possibility. I suppose in the interest of trying to figure this out... There is no mana bucket. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sort of mana bucket. Hang on. let's see. There is source bucket, so that's what it is. So source bucket. We're testing things. The server already crashed once because of Okay, so it is working. I can use a source bucket on it, but yeah, J6. The server already crashed once because of something from ours, so I'm erring on the side of caution. The boss that we summoned seemed to collide with something, and it caused everything to just say no, and the server crashed. So, I don't know. Again, Boba Fett, it might be the portal. You might need to up your mana your source generation, I will say. That is my guess. Game mode survival. But yeah, I am definitely going to have to see about... Yeah, I think I see this as going down, so I think you need to up your mana gen, Boba Fett. I think that's all it is you need to up your mana generation. In the meantime, I'm going to do the bosses part of the stream title. I'm going to go and kill another Twilight Forest Lich, because I want the head of a Lich myself. I should have grabbed my map. I really should have grabbed my map. Okay, so you destroyed the portal. So I'd say give it some time and see if it, You know, I'm gonna go and get my magic map. I'd say give it some time and see if it starts generating mana again. Magic map. So there's a Lich due west. Give it time, man. Give it time. Unless it's like the most efficient mana gen, it's gonna take a little bit of time for mana to start generating. Ow. Ow. Keep smacking my head. I definitely need to see about investing in fireworks as well, because... yeah... Fireworks are definitely something I need to work on getting towards. Actually, Traveler's Notebook. What was the Traveler's Notebook key? What did I... Interesting. Didn't mean to throw. Not E, obviously, but I can move that back. Gosh, what was the Traveler's Notebook? I guess achievements for now. Let's see. Immersive, no, not Minecraft. Twilight Forest. Oh, I gotta kill a Lich still. All I can say about it is maybe work on getting more mana gen up. I don't really know what else the issue might be, unfortunately. I don't know enough about ours to make any guess. Maybe destroy and replace the mana generation block. Try replacing the block that generates mana. That might be the block that might be what's broken, actually. It might be the thing that generates your mana is broken. Fair enough. I'm really about to pick a fight I probably shouldn't be. Good lord, there's so many frickin' mobs. Wobbuffet, is there any way to, like, read mana levels or anything? Like, because I couldn't really tell how much mana was in that thing, so... Is there any way to detect how much mana is in an object without just, like, eyeballing it? That way maybe I can do some looking on myself. Good lord, this Lich Tower has spawned so many freaking mobs. You know what? I need food. Very clearly, I need some more food. Thankfully, there's a lot of raw meat. So let's go ahead and cook this meat up. Sawmill, no. Smelting factory. Yeah, if there's a way to read mana, then... I will see what I can do. Let's see. Ours, what can you say? Excuse me. Item scroll, bank parchment, casting wand, jar of voiding, enchanter's bow, various arrows, phantom block, source jar, glyph press, warding stone, source splitter, crystallized. So it's the source jar that doesn't seem to be holding any mana, you say? I'm gonna have to look into ours to figure this out, aren't I? Potion jar. That seems interesting. Let's see. Source berry pie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Wobbuffet later, because I think he might have left the chat. Yeah, I think Wobbuffet might have left the chat here, so I can't really question him about the various things with regards to it. Also, I need to see about getting Gourmet back. Okay, I'm just gonna blitz this because I want to get a Lich Head for myself. Holy cow, this is lagging me hard. Die, skeleton, die. Okay, still good armor-wise. No longer slow. Here more books. I'm not concerned because we found the Lich's place o' residence. I kind of wish I could get enough reach that I could just break the Lich's spawner. With the Silk Touch thing, that'd be awesome. Consume the meef. Good gracious. Thankfully, the Lich is not that tough. Although he hits like a freaking truck. There we go. Lich stuff for my own now. Ooh, Gourmand 2! I didn't know it could go up to Gourmand level 2. That's actually kind of what we needed. Awesome! Thank you very much, Lich. Your services were not in vain. They were actually a massive, massive freaking help. Okay, I guess for now, let's put some stuff away. Let's hang our Lich trophy up with the rest. Let's see, put that away. Steel Leaf Shader, Protection 2 books, and that's another Protection 2 book, so I could get another Protection 3 book. Could be useful for later purposes. Put the Ender Pearl in there. Definitely need to get to work on disenchanting a lot of this stuff. For now, I guess put it in the chat, in my system. And that, and that. How's the slime? You mean the slime cake? That only... It doesn't actually fill me with hunger, but it does make me feel lucky. It sadly didn't work when I went to the casino yesterday, though. Sadly. It did not work, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, so it is what it is and all that lovely stuff. Alright, Disenchanter. Give me Gourmand 2. There we go, and toss the golden helmet. Toss, toss, toss. There we go. And that's not what I wanted to do. Enter this. Store the arrows. Store Soulbound. Enter this, and up that. I should, yep, I can indeed enchant the diamond helmet. Good, I just need to get some more ancient debris for netherite, which is sadly still easier said than done. Yeah, I know, it's sad. I mean, I didn't lose all my money, if that's a good thing. I walked in with 5 and I left with 100. I could have... okay, so I could have left with 300, but I accidentally bid a little bit more than I wanted to at one point, so it's like... yeah. Orchard Ingenium. I still... So, this must be like a one... So this is a chance thing, I'm guessing. But there's no other way to make ancient debris, which means I have to pretty much search the nether myself, since the freaking digital miner doesn't do it. Unless there's more ways to get netherite scrap that I'm not seeing. Ancient debris, netherite scrap, sand from blood magic. I have to look up what netherite scrap sand is gotten from. Dirty netherite scrap, that's just the mechanism method. Alright, dirty netherite, so netherite scrap sand. Ancient debris gravel, which is from an ancient debris fragment. I was on slots. I hope that's just still ancient debris. But it makes 3 fragments, which... Okay, so... Blood magic also has a tripling method for ancient debris, but there's no other means. Which means I need to... find more. Debris scrap shard. So that's just molten debris, yeah. How many do I need for this again? It is a single netherite ingot, which is 9 netherite nuggets or 4 netherite scrap. A netherite nugget... No, so yeah. I only have 1 scrap, don't I? I have 3, so I just need 1 more freaking ancient debris. Mana pool can hold up to 1k. 1 stack of coal only gives 50 mana. So in other words, you need better mana generation in order to do anything. Darn. So that was all this. I guess for now, let me see here. It was the Engraved Thunder. So Engraved Thunder. Let me see what I've got in here thus far. So I'm just missing Blaze Rod and the Crystallized Obsidian, which is Crystallized Amber, Emerald, Coarse Fruit, and Slime. So I guess for now, some slime. Do I have amber? I'm pretty sure I do. I do have a single amber. And I need an emerald and chorus fruit. And a chorus fruit. There we go. I mean, the thing is that coal really isn't that efficient, though, is the thing, man. Coal really isn't the most efficient means of doing things, so it probably would be better for you to just, look into other methods. There we go. Crystallized Obsidian. Now I just need a blaze rod, which I believe I can make easy enough. There's got to be more efficient mana generation methods. It's just got to, you know? Let's see. So... Heart, no. Molten core. How many do I need? 2, like that. I mean, I've tried going mining. It's just not that, you know, well done, unfortunately. It's not stupidly easy to do. Engraved Thunder. Okay, this looks pretty cool. It is also nighttime, so... Creeper. Aw, man. Well, that was easy. Drop from a charged creeper. Oh, wait, this isn't the right thing. This is a charged creeper chunk. Which is for rats. So not the right thing. There's more creepers, though. I need the heart of a creeper that has been charged up with the power of the thunder. The thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Come on, little creeper. Where are you? Here you are. Nope, still not the right thing. Extinguish the flames because I'm not burning down forests here. You know, it's a shame there's not a charged creeper spawner. That would be very useful. Yep, I'm going... Is this it? Eye of the Storm, charged creeper drop. There we go. I can now finally make the Akashic Tome from Reliquary. I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home. Alright. I think I can at least. So this Eye of the Storm... Rending Gale. Fly, push, pull mobs, or shoot lightning when it's raining. That sounds freaking awesome. Not gonna lie. It can also be used for 10 gunpowder, which, you know, that's not a good use for it. Tome. Alright, so what am I missing? I'm missing a Wither Skeleton Skull, easy to get, and a Slime Pearl. A Slime Pearl, huh? Alkahostry. That's my bad. So the Slime Pearl means slimes. And it's gotta be vanilla slimes, I'm pretty sure, as well, so... I guess a swamp. I know there's a swamp... Well, it's not really nearby, but there is a swamp. Due west of here. I'm off to the swamps to find some slimes, for I need their pearls, and then I need to kill a wither skeleton for their skull. Unfortunately, I can't access your inventory right now, J6. Otherwise, I would most certainly be making use. Yes, you did give me the witch hat. You did indeed. I'm so happy I can fly. Somewhat, at least. There's a swamp. Alright, slimes. I'm here. Are you ready to rumble? Did I just skip off a freaking lily pad? That's kind of funny if I did. Okay, so slimes... Slimes don't have a very good chance of spawning here, do they? Slimes have an incredibly low spawn rate. You know what? Is there any... Okay. Nature... Altar of Birthing. From Nature's Aura. Oh, do they only spawn at night? That's kind of annoying. Black cat. A hummingbird. A witch's hut. I'm not going to use God magic for stuff that only benefits me. I'm only using God magic for stuff that is for the server's integrity. Okay, I guess I have to wait till night, so home. Actually, I don't have to really wait for night. Because I have a gift from Andy. Did he... I don't think he actually reclaimed that brazier, though. So I need to go and claim that brazier real quick. Or reclaim it and replace it. He did not. Okay. Slash home. To Andy. Where we will replace down his ritual brazier. It was just sort of over here. And then the Tablet of Moonfall will make it night for me. I need to see if there's any way I can read mana. Or source, rather, I suppose. Alright, it's going to take me a little bit to get back to where I was. That's fine, though. It is fine. I can simply wait in this abandoned village that I totally did not fail to save from a raid. Totally did not fail to save this village from a raid. And that's not why it's abandoned. It was abandoned when I found it. Yeah, that's what it is. It was abandoned when I found this village, you know. But, I mean, desert villages, even if it is downriver from other villages, it tends to happen. It just tends to happen. Alright. Oh, gosh, that's a lot of slimes up there. Alright, okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got a slime pearl here. But the amount of mobs is kind of crazy. Didn't expect this many. Hello, Mr. Spellbreaker. Fancy seeing you here. Okay, I think I'm safe at this point. I got a single slime pearl. That's good. When does what expire? When does what expire, J6? Excuse me. Put the slime ball, that, and the slime pearl away. I will gift Andy this crane egg for all of his help today. And, you know, assuage his slight annoyance that he's got going on right now. So just hide it in there. He'll know eventually. He'll know. Alright, so then... Oh, it's still got a good month, I want to say. So now the tough part is wither skeleton skulls. See, I've got a Wither Skeleton spawner. I don't really have an arena for it, though. Although... I mean, I don't need the crane. The egg was more of a gift, but... Can I gain access to up here? Also, this isn't my experience pylon, is it? I hope that wasn't my experience pylon. Okay. Again, I can't break into it, though, is the thing. The teams thing resets, so I can't actually break any blocks on your territory. See? So, yeah. Plus, I am wondering if I can't get a little bit of luck, kill an Enderman or Wither Skeleton, and see if that will work. The issue is the spawning location would need to be close. Can I... J6, do I have permission to try and break these to see if they will pick up? Because I don't want to ruin your Earth Slime Cake present. But can I hit these and break them to pick them up? Or do they not work like that? Do you happen to know? Because if they do work like that, then I can definitely take these elsewhere and attempt to do stuff. I just want your permission, because I don't want to, you know, do you wrong. I think I might have a... Okay, I'm going to see. Can I break these? No, I cannot. Damn. The luck lasts for 15 seconds. Okay. So I've got a thought process going. It's thankfully still dark down here because I haven't had the chance to build, but soon enough I will. Why do I have that in my inventory? So... there. Hop out. The Wither Skeletons should be trapped down there. Okay. Okay. So now slash home. Nom. Gotta go fast, 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 gotta go fast. Damn, he did not drop. He dropped his chest plate, which I really don't need. And that's kind of it. Yeah, I'm not planning on going for much longer. I kind of want to just get this done. You know, there's got to be a way to craft them, right? Is there a way to craft a Wither Skeleton Skull? With withered ribs? Or the severing property from Tinkers? I guess I could possibly get them as a drop, or the withered ribs as a drop. I guess that's what I'll do for now is... For now, I guess it's just going to be a little bit of Wither Skelly farming. Until I get either their head or 3 ribs. Although, even with the ribs, I would require then a... flippin'... what's it called? Did you spawn? Okay, so they're spawning down here, too. I would need a skeleton skull, which maybe I can craft. I could probably craft a skeleton skull with. No, I can't craft skeleton skulls. So you can craft wither skeleton skulls, but you can't. That's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. You're right. I forgot about that. And I have an empty cardboard box at the moment. You are brilliant, J6. Simply brilliant. So what I need to do is I need to let a couple of these suckers spawn, get them weak, and go from there. That or just wait until you get on to give me a wither skeleton skull, but I kind of want to do this on my own. I kind of want to do this one on my own. Excuse me. But of course it's starting to turn daytime, which will be very much not conducive to skeleton spawning. I mean, even if we did, I don't have the wither skeleton ribs is the issue. If I had the ribs, then, you know, I could make do, but I don't, so it doesn't really matter that much. Well, if it had a blade that could get me the heads, but the blade hath gone poof. Although I guess I can... He's got a full source jar right here! Oh, Boba Fett. I'm trying to just keep my eyes open for a netherite sword in one of these chests, I guess. Is it a wither skeleton farm, or is it another kind of farm, though? What kind of farm is it, is the question. It's probably night at this point. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I might. You didn't even drop anything. You're a useless skeleton. Soulbound legs. I might, but I am getting close to end time for stream. I should probably wait for multiple skeletons to spawn. Nope, they're just dropping me a bunch of diamond armor. I don't need diamond. At all. Oh, you dropped me your helmet. That's so much different. Also, I have my Magnodon. No, I don't. I could have swore this was on. not picking up everything with the magnet for some reason. That's weird. Definitely overshot that. I might. I think I am going to just call today's stream, though. Got a boss killed, if nothing else. Oh, protection 3, that's actually really good. I don't need, 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 don't need. Very little was gotten from that was needed. I don't think I filtered coal. This is Wobbuffet's magnet. That's... No, this is your magnet. Okay. So our magnets are mixed up, J6. I've got your magnet and you've got mine. So, yeah. We might, when we're gonna have to touch base and do the magnet things, because... Yeah, I've got yours, you got mine. But that is a concern for future me. I need to possibly see about getting internet reset because this lag is extending to not just me. So yeah, for now, I'm going to call today's stream of Minecraft here. So, I have been Silver Dragon. I hope that you've enjoyed this stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. Plenty of content for you to see. Thanks again for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.